Hey y'all, so we're back for another Saturday morning session. Looking forward to this session. And you know, it's funny because I'm just in a real abstract kind of mood. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I just really kind of want to just kind of be free and go with it. So we'll see how it goes. But welcome to my channel. My name is Robin McClendon. If you're new to this channel and you're coming across me for the first time, welcome. We're a great group of creators and a lot of jelly printing, book arts, that kind of thing. And today I'm going to be working with my printables. So my new May Printables are released now, and they are called Doorways and Documents. I was just in a mood for documents, and I take a lot of pictures of doors, and of course old walls and things like that when I travel. And I was going across some of them from the last time I was in Italy, and so I just decided to incorporate some of them in there just to kind of change it up, have some interesting sort of backgrounds, and especially with us thinking about travel, mail art, that kind of thing. So I'll do a quick flip through of them, and then we'll get started. So I'll use some of these and just kind of figure it out. So it's a baker's dozen, as always, 13, except for there's an extra 5 in this one, and I'll show you how that works. This is one of my marbled paper. So this is marbled paper that I made, and I just thought the colors worked in well with that. It's really neat because the doorway, you can see the doorways, but I also have text underneath it. So you got to get this layering, which is just kind of cool. And some of my jelly print there. And then, of course, some mail art with stamps and writing. So there's a lot of writing, and so these doorways, and a lot of old document pieces in there with some of my jelly prints. More old documents. Same thing here. So then I sort of did a mixture so that if you kind of want to, you know, have a mixture of some of the other elements in here, we do. This is some of my scripting in here. So some documents with some more scripting, a couple of different ways. And so then I also have some just backgrounds, because a lot of you asked me for the backgrounds. Can you do some backgrounds? You know, I love your backgrounds. Can you do some? So in this pack, I've done some backgrounds to go along with the images. So this is one of them. And this already kind of had sort of a lighter hue to it. So this one is in there by itself. And it's also being used in some of the other pieces. Then we have some of my rust stained papers, and then I've done a lighter version. So this is where the 5 extra come in. You'll have a darker version and a lighter version already to print out. So, you know, you could use this as more of an elemental piece, but then you have a lighter version that this could be laid down as a background, and you can build up on it with your own jelly prints, your photographs, collectibles, and or you know, also tearing bits and pieces of these and laying them down. So there's a dark and light version of that one. I know you guys really like this one. I had a lot of people say how much they like this. This is a tea stain one. So there's a dark and light version of this. So it's already in the pack, so you don't have to worry about trying to figure out how to do that yourselves. I know sometimes it's not easy to do that on the computers. You have to have like graphics programs. Here's another one. This is neat because this is on graph paper. This is another rust staining. And then this is the lighter version of it. And you can still see the gridding on there. It's just a very faint, which is nice. And then this one, you guys really like this one a lot. And then it's a lighter version of it. Okay, so it's all in the pack ready to go. So there's 18 pages in this pack. There are my baker's dozen, 13, so 13 different ones. And then the 5 extra are, I just decided to make lighter versions of them. I just thought it would be easier for you guys. And then you could have them as a background as well. So that's my May pack, documents and doorways. So I hope you guys enjoy that. So I'm going to work with some of that today. I'm going to work with what we did last week using the Tim Holtz and the mica powders. And I think what I'm going to do with this right from the start is I'm going to create an overall program. So let me just get, pattern. Let me get this one that I like to use. That one. And I have another one. Let's just get it. Is it in here? Oh yeah, this one. Okay, so let's work with those two. Just kind of to get like sort of just an overall pattern, I'm thinking. Let me start with this one. And I think I'm going to do it in... Let me see. I'm gonna start off by putting my color down. So like I said, I'm in this sort of painterly mood. So let's get our background going first. Let's start with the gray. So one of the ways that I like to paint on pages is just a little bit of water and just really, this is a nice way to kind of cover up text. Mix it up a little bit more. And at the same time, let's just kind of get a nice little bit of, okay. Okay. Let's just get a nice sort of frame here. This is a craft paint. Let's see, this is what I like to do though is when I'm working right on it, I like to also just kind of lift the paint so that you get that sort of, you know, kind of faded look. And it also helps to dry the page so it's not just so wet. And we know we have a double thickness here, so okay, so that starts drying it. And that way the paint's not just all wet and, okay. Kind of get just a nice sort of edge on it. So just with a little bit of water, it just helps to liquefy it and kind of smooth everything out. You don't need a lot of color, just enough to, same thing, just kind of come back, and this helps get the moisture out, and it just also helps to just, you know, thin that color out some. I think I'm just going to use the same color on the other side too. Okay. Okay. Just kind of get this . I'm just using a little bit of water. I'm not using a whole lot of water. Just enough to kind of thin it out and, you know, just move the paint around so it's a little smoother. Okay. So, you can see I'm focused here. Oh boy. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull some of that up. You can pull as much up as you want. You know, just kind of keep on laying it down until you get something you like. A lot of this is going to get covered up, but it just kind of gives us a good background. Kind of gets rid of the text and also gives us a kind of a neutral background to kind of play with. Okay, so that's good. So we'll let that, you can see, you know, like it's really starting to dry. So just put that to the side, let it dry. And I'll move some of this over. Go ahead and just clean this brush off a little bit so I don't have it just laying there with paint on it. Not ever a good idea. Okay. All right. So now, while that's drying, let me just go ahead and prepare some of the other things. I have some of the ones I pulled out. So this one is the marble, and I did that on onion skin. So those of you who have onion skin, you know you can print on this. I know onion skin is hard to find, so I also printed out on some layout bond. You can just get, you know, layout bond or tracing paper from, you know, local art supply store. So both of these are on layout bond. So I did it both ways. So you can see, you know, both ways with working with a thinner paper. Either one will work nicely. And then this image I printed out on this resume paper or laid paper. It's already this kind of really pretty warm tea stained kind of color, the paper. So you can also look around for paper that's already kind of have that sort of warm tone to it and print your prints out on it. So try printing your prints out on different color papers as well, because it really does change the look of it. This right here is just on white paper, and then this is printed out, and you can see the difference. So another way of changing up the way the printables come out is just to change the base paper that you're printing it out on. Okay, so play with those. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead, I'm going to stamp some of this up. So I wanted to get that color down because I was trying to figure out which way I wanted to go with this. So, boy, I got a lot of things right here where my drawers are. I normally try to keep it empty so I can get in. Okay, here's pumice right here. So you guys know I love pumice, and since we use that, and then we still have this nice gray there, let's just try pumice. Let's try a little pumice right on here too, just to see. Oh yeah, see, it makes a real nice subtle marking. Look at that. So I'm just kind of do that around, but I'm also going to do it over here on this paper. Just subtle. And then I'm going to also use iced spruce. Where's my iced spruce? Right here. I love this. This is kind of a grainy gray, which is nice. So I kind of start off with sort of a subtle color, and then, you know, it just allows us to sort of build up on here. Oh, this looks good. So you can see how we kind of have a couple of layers going there, so that pumice is underneath, and then that ice spruce. You see, it's kind of a greeny gray, which is really nice. It really just gives a nice look to this. So that's good. Let me get some more of that over on here. This is so this is actually coffee stain paper that I've done. So we have some coffee stain, some actual staining, and then we have our faux using the micas and our oxides, and they really do work beautifully together. It's hard to tell which is which. You don't know that I didn't coffee stain this one. It's nice. So let's see. I want a little bit more of this down here. Okay. And then I want a little bit of the black soot, but I want to use that there. I want to use my other one, this one right here. This is a finer, kind of like a newsprint type of one. So I want to use, where is it? Use a little bit of the black soot, just to kind of give it a little punch, since there is some black in the print. Yeah, just a little bit. Well, that's good. Okay. This is great. Love it. Okay, perfect. That looks good. Because it's so much finer. So we see we have a lot of overprinting, which is nice. Okay. So I like that. All right. Let's put those over there. So let's see. So now these are ready to go. Let's come back and figure out how I want to start working with. I kind of want to. Oh, that looks good already with this gray background. Get this top off. This right here is one of the Duomos in Oviedo, Italy, which is kind of like in the Umbria region. And then this is like a kind of like a framed. I kind of did it smaller, so if you wanted sort of a frame of the building and the doorway, it's, you know, you could have this as a separate element. So I like that. Let me see. I do that like that, maybe. I think I like that uneven edge a little better. Maybe something like that. Okay. And something like that. Oh, I like that. So let's go ahead and get some of this off. Get this edge off. Just kind of, this is what I call intuitive collaging. I'm just not, you know, I don't know what I want. I just kind of have a vibe or a feeling just to want to kind of just work free without any restraints and just kind of have fun putting some different things together. I want to have a little bit of that. I still want to see a little bit of this gray. Oh, that's nice. Okay, let's go ahead and lay this down. Let me get my glue book and the Yoo-Hoo glue stick. I'm going to start with putting this one down first. I want to get rid of this, a little bit of that straight edge. Okay. How's it been going for you guys? How's the week been? And I know everybody is we're still kind of on lockdown, although things are starting to ease a bit for me in Arizona. It hasn't really been that bad here. You know, it's bad enough, but it wasn't that bad. We could move around a bit without too much, you know, the normal kind of moving around, but I still was in quite a bit. But so the governor is extended it a little bit for another, I think, till the 15th or something like that. But there's gradual, he's kind of done gradual reopenings. Like you can sort of kind of self-impose, like you could start reopening sort of like, you know, at a sort of self-imposed or slower rate. I forgot the word he actually used. But what I took it to mean is if your business has been closed, you probably can get in there and start, you know, probably cleaning things up and start preparing for a full opening around the 15th. Just allowing business owners to kind of get in a little early and kind of get things going. It's just, wow, I really like that. I love this sort of gray background. I like that. That gray is perfect with that. That's probably what I was seeing in my mind's eye. Sometimes, you know, you see your eye is registering color, but your brain necessarily isn't, you know, it's just kind of intuitive, and you start working with it, like, wow, if I had tried to pick the color, probably wouldn't have done as well. Okay, so I love that. I'll put it so you guys can see it. Oh, I love it. Looks like a sort of an abstract travel postcard, doesn't it? So let's get some of my, I'll get things cleared out here. Let's see. Let's get something here to put down. Oh, this color goes in well, so maybe I'll use that. And also have these sealing wax things. They're just stickers. They're kind of like pictures of sealing wax. And they're, in a way, they're like a little corny in a way. But I started making stamps out of them. Where are they? I actually took, when you lay them down, it looks like, you know, it looks like that's actually sort of a seal. In a way, I think they're a little big. They were only $1 something on AliExpress. But I did make, let's see. Let's look up here. I did make, I think I used them. I took some of them and actually made them into stamps, I thought. I don't know if I used it yet. I don't think I used them. Maybe I did. But here's another stamp with a sealing wax on it. I think I'll go with that one. I didn't think I used it, but maybe I did. I actually did just do some stamps on them, and that actually came out looking pretty cool. I thought I had them in here. I'll have to do some more because it really made them look better than just like this. Okay. There, but this works. That has like a let's see, put that over there. Let me figure out what I'm going to do. Where is, oh, here we are. I'm going to use that. I'm going to use my stays on in the black. Put this down. Okay, perfect. That's good. And then this will kind of go, I'll put that down there. This I think I'm going to put down here, almost like it's a, maybe sort of like a book plate, you know, or something kind of postcardy type of thing. Let's go ahead and put this down. These are the Tracy Fox number labels. I think they're called the number labels. So I know some of you asked me about them, I think the week before, and I did put the link on that video. But if you just go to Tracy Fox on Etsy, to our Etsy shop, Tracy Fox, and you'll see them. They're the numbered labels. They're only like a couple bucks, so they're really a good deal. Get a lot of them. A couple different color variations, and I like them. I like the way they go down. I think they give a good look. I'm going to use a Fabri-Tac for this because this is a little on the thick side. This whole stamp with the wax seal on it. So let's do this. Love it. I'm still waiting for, I haven't gone back and done some of my pages because I'm still waiting for some of the stuff that I ordered to come in. It hasn't come in yet. So as soon as it does, I'm going to be adding to these pages. So like, these are not going to be completely done like we talked about. Like, I still want to add something to that. I'm not quite sure, and I know I have stuff coming, so I may just stop there, and let's go to this side and make this one. Okay, so let's see. I know I want to use some of my scripting. This is on the layout bond. This is kind of cool too. This is a bit, wow, I like it against that gray. I have this as a background. I think what I'm going to do is use this because I like this colors together. And I like this sort of pink, this really warm kind of blush on this gray. So let's see. This will go down like that. Let me just get a little less of a edge like that. Okay. Okay. So that's good there. And then I think I'm going to grab some of this scripting. Let's see. Let's see how I'm doing this. Okay. I think I'll put that down. This is on top of it. You kind of get this edge off of here. I really love working with you know, old documents and of course my scripting and stuff. So I know you guys like that too. So I thought it'd be nice to have a pack that had a lot of different, you know, text in it and documents. It's a lot of different writing from various countries. Okay, so I'm liking that, and I like how this black and white is playing off of that cream. And I have this here, which I like that section right there. So let's grab that. Okay, I like that. Ooh, yummy. Oh, I love it. Okay, so let's get this piece down first. Okay. Oh, Fabri-Tac is really, I wonder what's making it kind of bubble up like that. Okay, so let's get the glue stick. So, yeah. Thank you guys for really loving the printables. I've been wanting to do these kind of packs for a long time. I do them over in my Patreon. So now my patrons get 2 packs. So I do a monthly downloadable for them. And then but I've been wanting to do, where was I doing? Okay. You know, just more of this kind of thing, because I love working in collage like this and on the, you know, computer as well. And I have so many documents, and I'm always wanting to get more. I just want to get, let me see. And I mean, it's, you know, it's not a time that I don't travel somewhere, that I don't go to a flea market or somewhere, and I'm always getting more. And so I just been, for the longest time, wanting to share these with my followers. And so I finally kind of just got myself together enough to find a time to start doing these. I kind of purposed at the beginning of the year, I'm going to start working on these printables. And so I started working and got ahead of myself. So that was a good thing. I really do enjoy doing them. And I'm just really so thankful and just so humbled by the fact that you guys are really loving them too, and getting them and enjoying them, and even your comments. You're looking forward to the next months and stuff. And I really keep them reasonable. They're only $6, and I'm just keeping them at that for what I'm calling a baker's dozen. So basically, there'll be 13 images every month, and maybe some of the extras if I do like I did this time, which is if I'm doing backgrounds, you know, just, you know, change the color so that you guys don't have to worry about that. You get the lighters and the dark. So when that's appropriate, I'll do it. But yeah, and then that way, you know, you got some extra ephemera and stuff to work with, along with your own and your own jelly prints and stuff. Can't ever have enough of extra collage material, right? Okay. I'm loving this. Oh, love it. Okay, I'll show you guys up close. You can see that paper. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I tore this Parrish piece that was on the end of that document. So I think I'm going to take and turn that into like a stamp. So let me get my this one here. I'm just going to kind of grab this end of it. And kind of just get sort of right here. We'll sort of turn this into kind of a stamp, you know. Okay, so that, and then what we'll do is we'll put that on a background. Let's see, what do I have here? Always got extra paper. This little piece is nice too. Get that out. Let me see. Where's my extra background paper I like to use? Let me just get a slightly bigger piece from my little stash. Just down here. You know, I've got my little gold paper bag of all of my extra strips and stuff. Is this big enough? Not quite. Okay, so when it's not big enough, what I do is I just glue it together. So I'll take this little edge off here, and what I like to do is, these are just strips of my coffee dyed paper. So what I just generally do is I'll take a little bit of glue here, run it down, to make this strip. Oh, got that side. Maybe I'll do it on this side. Yeah, why not? Give a little interest. And just glue that down. I just make it a bit wider. And then this will get laid down on there. So let's just go ahead and glue it up. And we're just going to kind of make it an extra kind of stamp or seal or something. So sort of lay that down like that. And then just kind of go to the bottom like that. Grab a bit off the top. And then I like to get my my scissors, and then just kind of really rough it up, you know. Just kind of tear it, and it doesn't matter because we're just giving it the old look, and we're going to still, you know, still going to glue it down. So okay, I like to really get it, you know, really kind of roughed up there. And then, you know, just kind of really roll it around. Give it that old look, right? Okay. And then what I'm going to do is take my palette, like so me do, and I'm going to put my I'll use my pumice. A little bit of spritzer here. And my this. So this is going to give it that aged look. It's going to be with that gray look that we like. Pumice. Okay. So you can see, just kind of knocks it back. So when we go to put it on here, it's going to be a variation of that. I think I'm going to maybe put that there like that. But I also am going to use another stamp like this one. I'll put that down afterwards. So I do want to take the pumice again, and I want to take this stamp here. Just get a little bit more of a background underneath here. I love this color palette. My goodness, really happy with the color palette. So let's see that gray. I love this pumice. See, it's so subtle. Like you can get some background and pattern without it just being, you know, too much. Very subtle, this pumice. Just kind of bleeds right into the background. See that? So that way we can put this down and we have a little extra something going on, but it's just not like popping out at you. So I love that. So let's go ahead and glue this down. And like I said, these pages, I'll be coming back and I'll even do some sessions once my the things that I've ordered come in, which are more documents. They're some kind of transit tickets from, I think, Yugoslavia and different. I saw some interesting things that I liked. So once those come in, I'm actually going to be going back over, you know, these, and I'm kind of leaving those edges up a little bit, so it's not so just perfectly flat. Then I'm going to come back over this, these images, these pages, and we'll just add to them. So I like that. Let me go ahead and get this in the black. It's like one of those stamps. Kind of like a passport type of signature document type of thing. Let's do that. Yeah, see, I like that. And I do have this little thing I made. You know how you get these? You get these little letter stamps from like Michael's. They're like a little box of them for $1. And I just took and made the word post and used masking tape and put them together. So you can really literally use them since they're only $1 anyway. You literally can just take and just make a lot of them up, buy several boxes of them and just make them up and keep them taped together so you don't have to, you know, put them together. Post, and let's just put just a date stamp on there like that. And let me see, I'm loving it. There was something else I was thinking about doing though. What was it? Oh, I like my little book plate, too. So let's see. So, let's see. See which one of these. I'm kind of thinking maybe red or something, or maybe, oh, not that I know of. Hold up. Here's my phone right here. You can take it and look. This is my daughter. She asked me something here. So I want to put, oh, this red is nice there. Yeah. Well, let's see which one we want. Oh, I like that one. That one just looks like I like that. And it kind of works well with this. So let's put that one down. I really am loving these Tracy Fox. I sat down one evening when I was looking at Roxy Creations. You know, I love her. And that Shabby Tabby Doodah. Those are my girls. I just like listening to them talk. And just fussy cut all these and got them all cut out. And then I did do some on onion skin. Just forgot about those. I did these on onion skin, so they'll go kind of translucent. And I thought that'd be kind of cool because I can actually stamp it. And I might actually put that on down there. Okay, so they'll kind of go translucent, and I did that on there. But let's put this down. I like that. I just love these labels. And since this is whole mail art series, I just think they go in so well. So I hope you guys don't think I'm overusing them, but I love them. So, and I think you get like 3 pages. It's like the same numbers, but one is black and white, then you get the color series, and then you get the brown series. So you get 3 pages, and I think they're only like $2.75 or something like that, downloadable. So let's put that there. Loving that. like that a lot. Yeah. Just adds a little extra to our, you know, collage elements here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down, but let me just, I'm going to put this down, and then I'm going to use a different date stamp. But I kind of don't want it. Let me see, what's here? What's it say? I don't use this one a lot because it's kind of, some little things are sort of corny. So I'm not going to use that one. Let me, oh, well, these aren't Italian though. This is Spanish. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to use this one anyhow. I say it doesn't. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down. This is, like I said, this is the one in the brown tones, but it's on the onion skin. So, put that down like that. Kind of overlap it a little bit like it would, you know, how a lot of times things are off center and what have you. And then this one just is self-inking. It's in red, so. Oh, that's good. It's like, it's a little fadey. You can't hardly see it. I mean, you can see it close up. And then I'll put, where I'm showing the wrong piece. Hold up. Oh, goodness, Robin. Where is it? Okay. See, it's just like a nice little faded kind of little look there. And then I think I'll just take my pen, my ink pen, and just make up some numbers. Just make it up. There we go. So, I like it. I like. So I'd say that it's done. Like I said, I may come back and do something more to it when I get some of those other elements in, but I really like it. I like it a lot. I think these pages work. So which ones did I use of the printables? I used this one sheet. Well, you know, it was a lot that I printed more out, but so I used this one, and I used this, a bit of that, and then I used this one down here. Which I still have this one. And I still have bits from that because I was actually looking at this thinking there's some stamps on here. There's some cool stuff. Like even like these bits and pieces can actually be pulled off, you know, and put down. I feel like I have enough on here, but when you're working with these prints, you can actually like pull some of these stamps out, pull some of this out, cut that out, fussy cut some of this out, and put it down as elements, which are pretty cool. So I think we're done. There we have it. I love it. So more collaging. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and hope you'll enjoy the this month's version of my printables, and I'm always up for suggestions. So anything that you see that I'm using, anything that you'd like for me to use or make available in future kits, or themes, any theme, like maybe themes that you're finding hard to source or something like that, you know, who knows, I may have a ton of it. I seem to have a lot of things, or I can source it for us, knowing that I'll put a pack together, and because a lot of times I'm on eBay at the auctions and stuff, just finding pieces that I can actually use in my printables. So, you know, that way we can actually, I can kind of, you know, get the stuff on auction and then share it with you guys in our printables. So definitely suggestions. I'm open for that. And that's just so we can just keep on having fun and having some really neat resources to use with some of the other gals that have stuff out here. Really love those labels. All right. Take care. And I'll try to put the link below this video for Tracy Fox so you don't have to kind of go looking for it. And then, of course, you'll find my printables below. And there we have it. All right. Take care, guys. Love you and have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. And until next week, take care. Bye-bye. Love you guys.